Yeah.
If we hold by a civil thing, because usually civil marriages don't mean much, but maybe it applies. Okay, we'll go with that. What are the other two forms of immorality?
Homosexual sex.
What?
Particularly male-male.
Male is called an abomination, whether it's done by Jews or non-Jews, or between a Jew and a non-Jew.
Yes.
But yes, even even female is considered immorality.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah. But it's not. I don't know if it's punishable. Check me on that. I'm not sure. I may have to look into that. And what's the fourth one? Do you know? No, you don't. Bestiality.
Oh, of course. Yes.
Bestiality. And you think, oh, who does that?
Well, no, a lot of people do.
You were the internet guy. I'm sure you've seen that they do that out there.
Only because I was researching the Shem Mitzvahs B'nai Noach.
Because you saw like a really attractive sheep out there.
No, I was just researching the Torah and stumbled on these photos, and I was just curious about different ways that that women and animals could interrelate.
Right.
It was kind of frightening.
Okay, so we did that. We talked about flesh of a living animal, right?
Yeah.
Now we're going to talk. You mentioned idols.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You
don't worship an idol in public.
Right. There's an interesting thing that I'm going to get into in a few, because we talked about it here before about a partnership, and the question is Christianity considered
idolatry?
Idolatry
For non-Jews.
For non-Jews. I'm going to get into that. And also, you mentioned a system of legal justice. And there's one thing I want to talk about, the system of legal justice. There's opinions that hold that really is only, applies to the fullest when Mashiach comes, and we have a Sanhedrin, and the whole world is running by the Noahide laws, and the courts will enforce those laws. Mm-hmm. However, there's also opinions that say that it even applies nowadays, that every society, I remember Lubavitch Rebbe talked about this, that every society should try to put together laws and enforce them that recognize the 7 laws of Noah. Mm-hmm. He even sent emissaries to President Reagan.
Yeah.
And they had him sign Education Day or something. Yeah. I don't remember what it was. In 1984 or something. Do you remember? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, but I mean, it comes down to the fundamental Jewish view is that civilization is a very fragile thing, and that people need to obey the law, because without the law, meaning I'm not talking Torah law here, I'm talking just secular law that the communities make up. Without these laws, even if some of these laws are unjust, but without these laws, men would just devour each other alive. I mean, that's a basic fundamental Jewish view, that without laws, human beings would just devour each other alive. So even if some of the laws are unjust, you don't just go out there and recklessly and publicly break them, like, oh, look, I got arrested, shutting down Sunset Boulevard, fighting for the rights of hotel workers to unionize. You don't go out there and just, in a Torah perspective and a fundamentally Jewish perspective, and start breaking laws, even ones that you regard as unjust, because that's not a Jewish view. Because without these laws, and whenever you have a legal system, some laws are going to be unjust. Without these laws, people just devour each other alive.
Yeah. I also think that it's important that when